If I may ask most respectfully, when it comes to remembering a textbook or maybe a comic during our times, X generation or maybe earlier, used to have comics like Amar Chitrakatha, Twinkle and all. Which you remember the most, very vividly. Second scenario, when it comes to solving any business case study, when it comes to BBA or MBA. And another is any good movie or maybe or maybe a web series or a documentary of your choice. This is second. So which one you remember? Third is any situation, for example, just recall any office meeting, and somebody has given you a talk about your progress and career roadmap and so on and so forth. And maybe your near and dear ones say your dadi, maybe nani, who used to tell you stories, bedtime stories when you were a child. It's incidences or stories you remember. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's precisely the topic of book reading, and I have picked very aptly one of the best books in recent times from one of the IIM grads, one of my very favorites, Sandeep Das. Okay, so this is about how business storytelling works. This is about how business storytelling works, even when it comes to business scenarios. If you ask me, my way or my approach is that the story should be respectful, your approach should be respectful, people should feel rejuvenated, and you should be able to enable them to remember for a longer time. Maybe some of the times, certain things are deeply etched in our heart and our minds, and you feel tremendously well-being that kicks out dopamine in you, and that's the whole story about social media today. When you look at even Instagram, the reels and all those things, the entirety, the visuals, the entertainment factor, the connection, you feel so connected, you find it so relevant, and you feel like as if you recall any good movie, say a scene of a very good movie, and many times I have seen people in movie hall, they are crying because they think it's their life story. Even an incident, sudden happening, the way you present, you put across, is a kind of a story. It's a kind of a story. So I want to clear this myth. I want to clear this air. If somebody is having story, means that you are cooking up some facts, you are manipulating certain facts, twisting certain facts as per the listener's choice. No, you are presenting in the most interesting way. Well, when it comes to the format of the story, even when it comes to ancient stories or maybe any narration or anything, there are three elements, essential elements involved into it. That's basically, there is a problem statement, and there comes a hero. There's an entry of a hero, a heroine for that matter, who is able to solve that, and then the third part is the solution. You see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that's basically, there is a lot of hope. They instill, the heroes, the heroines, they instill some kind of a hope that if they can do it, we can do it. And for that matter, I believe in that. Even when it comes to any Olympic champion, for example, someone is able to run 100 meters in so many seconds, so that gives hope for everybody who is willing to break that record, right? So let me tell you, Sandeep Das. Sandeep Das is an MBA from IIM Bangalore and has completed a strategy course from INSEAD as well. Sandeep Das has been a corporate leader for nearly 15 years, having worked as director at PricewaterhouseCoopers and also worked in Marico and BCG, Boston Consultancy Group. Yeah, and he's the author of Hacks for Life and Career, a Millennial's Guide to Making It Big, and definitely this very book. So I find Sandeep quite profound and practical both. So on YouTube sometimes I comment and he acknowledges my comments. Yeah. So now what's there in the book? As you know that I don't get into the details of the book because I don't want to become a spoiler. Better you grab a copy. It's available online. I got it from Amazon. But definitely I would like to let you know what's there in the book. I mean the contents. Part 1 is understanding storytelling. Why storytelling? The reason you are here today. How does your brain react to storytelling? I mean, Sandeep is talking about a very important aspect, that basically power of three, which I usually use since my training days, more than 2 decades now. Basically, even when it comes to three things, like I will say 3 R's or 3 P's, for example, purpose, passion, paisa, or maybe number one, number two, number three, because the brain says three is okay. Brain is optimum. Anything less than three, brain thinks feels it's incomplete, and anything more than three, brain feels that it has to put more energy. Yeah, so it doesn't remember. Then how does Hollywood use storytelling when you look at movies? Sandeep has mentioned certain movie scenes over here. For example, the importance of metaphors, certain signs. He has mentioned about some movies, for example, say Diwar, where Amitabh Bachchan is using that badge, 786, right? So he's talking about how the Batman, the Superman, Spider-Man, what kind of metaphors or the signs, the symbol, the colors, the vibrancy of the colors, everything is inbuilt when it comes to storytelling. So our world in the next few years, then part two is storytelling for corporates. It's about the business. You imagine a case, some salesman pitching you about their product and the services. Which one you remember? The person who is very respectful, he is able to rejuvenate, some kind of a river within you, and you feel like wow, kind of, definitely, you don't. He clears that kind of a phobia, and that you are not overcharged, and the product is impeccable, and so on and so forth. So becoming a visionary entrepreneur, creating legendary consumer brands, driving B2B corporate sales. This is really very interesting part two, storytelling for corporates. I strongly urge not just the business management student, but engineering, healthcare, or pharma, maybe psychologist, or maybe from any stream of life, those who are into it. You should make the best of this part two. And part three, storytelling for personal growth. I mean, creating brilliant presentation, making elements stick, leveraging your humor. As you know, there are some global things, global connectors, which I call as basically your smile, your respect, so they're becoming a master orator, excellent in interviews. Yeah, those who are looking for how to crack any interview, and creating your own personal brand. Yeah, and the final story. So this is a really amazing. I would say this is an epic. And ladies and gentlemen, this I picked up 2-3 months ago, and every time I carry in my travel bag. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wish you again very happy festival time. Make the best of it. Spread positivity, spread love and kindness. Let you be the change which you see in the world. That's what a great philosopher said. Yeah. So thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care. I love you.